We good to go?
It feels like the perfect night for Swiftcast, a Taylor Swift podcast by the fans for the fans.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 7.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! How you guys doing
Yay.
today? I'm tired.
Woo.
I'm tired, but it's okay because I'm going to be like super energized because I'm tired.
It's always what happens.
I know, right? It does.
We get the best out of you when you're tired.
I know. I'm weird like that. I'm very weird like that. Anyway, this is Belle.
Ashley.
Emily.
Haley.
Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi,
So
Kelly.
we have a new person joining us on this episode. This is Kelly.
Yes, I'm the new girl, no pun intended.
Good one. She will be joining us. She's going to be our alternative host, so she will be joining us on episodes sometimes, and that's awesome. So there's like 5 of us, but sometimes one of us can't make it, so that works out good, because there'll still be 4 of us when one of us can't make it. So, cool.
Do you want to tell us a little about yourself and in your perspective on the Taylor fandom?
All right, well, my name's Kelly, and I'm relatively new to the Taylor fandom. I've been a fan since, I saw Teardrops on my guitar and the CMT Top 20, back in the day, but I really became a fan after I saw the Speak Now tour. It really just encouraged me to follow my passion for writing. I had no idea that I even had that passion until after the show. I was so consumed by the tour that I was reading every article, every review, and helped me realize that I wanted to write concert reviews and be an entertainment journalist for a career. So I thank Taylor for that, and really she is my inspiration to follow that dream. And hopefully one day I'll write an article, like you saw her cover story in Vogue. That was one of my favorite pieces ever, and that's my dream, is to write something like that. So she is my inspiration, and that is why I'm a part of this fandom here.
That sounds
really cool.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's kind of like what we're all about here, is like, Taylor inspiring people and stuff. So, yay.
She's pretty good at that whole inspirational thing.
Explanational thing. We're gonna have an interesting episode today, aren't we?
Yes.
For sure. Well, anyways, you guys should all tweet us on Swiftcast13 and welcome Kelly to the team.
Yay! Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Very, very welcome. So, we have a couple of concerts to discuss. Not too many, unfortunately. There was only one this week. Was last week, and that was on May 16th in Houston, Texas. And Taylor sang Fearless for the wildcard song.
Remember last week we were talking about really popular songs of hers that she hadn't done acoustically yet, and that was one of the ones I said I thought she would do soon.
Yeah. You did. You get points for
Glad she
prediction.
did. I love Fearless.
Ashley has a slight bit of clairvoyance when it comes to Taylor songs.
I saw someone tweet before the show. They said, I guess the Journey to Fearless DVD was filmed in Houston.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
Someone tweeted like, "Oh my God, what if she sings Fearless?" And then it actually happened. So I was like, "Wow, big points to that person."
I think Grant's tweet gave them a hint too, because he was tweeting about how the last time they were at that stadium was when they were filming that DVD. So that's awesome. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did too, but that's a really good point. So it wasn't just a coincidence that she sang Fearless then. She knew what she was doing. There's 3 shows coming up this week, and we're keeping it in Texas here. Got Austin, Texas on May 21st, San Antonio, Texas on May 22nd, and Dallas, Texas on May 25th. So
The
go
real
Texas.
question is, how long is it going to be till we see Grant complaining about Texas weather?
Oh gosh, I give it like
Oh my
0.5
goodness.
seconds. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if a tweet comes in while we're recording.
Well, they're in Vegas
Yeah.
right now.
Oh yeah, duh. Hello. Billboards today. Also, we wanted to remind you that international dates for New Zealand and Australia have been added. Yay!
Yay!
Second leg of the tour!
Woo! I'm so excited because now my Australian best friends can go see her. They're so excited.
Oh, I'm so excited for them, and I want to go to Australia, but I'm too broke to afford a plane ticket to Australia.
Me too.
Sad face. But that's really, really cool. So tickets are going to go on sale for Auckland, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, and Melbourne, I believe, on May 21st.
And they even added a second Auckland show because there was so much popularity with the first one.
Yeah, they did. So you are going to have definitely chances to see Taylor if you live in Australia. You got no worries. She is headed your way. I wish I was. And also, Taylor is going to be performing at LP Field during CMA Fest. It's going to be on the first night, June 6th. And it's also been confirmed that she is going to be performing at the CMT Awards, airing live on June 5th on CMT. And Belle and Ashley are going to be at those in person. Yay.
So excited.
And I'm jealous.
Talk about myself in third person there for a second. Oops.
I went to CMA Fest and the CMTs for the first time last year, and Taylor was sadly missing, so I'm so excited that she's going to be at both the awards and the festival this year, and I really hope she wins a CMT award so I can finally see her accept an award in person.
Yeah, you need to have that experience, I agree. Like, I got to see her. The last award I saw her win in person was the ACM Entertainer of the Year last year in 2012, and that was probably one of my favorite moments of life.
Didn't you cry?
Oh, I bawled. I bawled, like, I was practically, like, bawling on her dad's shoulder, okay?
Oh my god, I remember that.
It was crazy.
I know a couple of our listeners have told us they're coming to CMA Fest, so if any more of you are coming, we would love to meet some of you in person.
Yeah, tweet us and let us know, and we want to meet you, everybody that we can meet, because we like meeting people, because we're happy.
And I'm completely jealous that you guys get to go.
We wish you guys could all come.
I'll pack you in my suitcase. It's fine. I get 2 free check bags on Southwest.
Nice.
Rat.
That works for
I
me.
would
I
fit.
refuse to check a bag.
I will start biking there right now.
Yes. Do it.
Not even kidding.
I believe you. Well, I guess now that we've talked about some Taylor concerts, we can talk about some Taylor news. So it is time for...
Keeping
Up with
Swift!
Woohoo!
Woo!
Well, New Girl aired this week. It aired on May 14th. And she had a very short scene.
It was way shorter than I expected.
I mean, I didn't figure she'd be in the entire episode, but like the entire episode, I'm like, where's Taylor? Where's Taylor? Okay, where's Taylor? Yeah, great. You're in an Indian bride suit. Okay, great. Where's Taylor? Where's Taylor? There's a badger. Great. Where's Taylor?
They're in an air duct. Is Taylor going to show up in the air duct?
Yeah, that's pretty much how I was too. Every second, I'm like, where's Taylor? Where's Taylor?
I read a review of the episode that said that, like, basically with all of the build-up and all of the hype about her guest starring role, and then with how short her scene actually was, it probably would have been better to just keep it as a surprise.
Yeah.
And I agree. Although I'm
actually-
sure the show was happy for all the publicity that they got with Taylor being on it and all of the fans of hers that tuned in who don't normally watch it, but yeah, like I just felt like they built it up like she was going to be a legit guest star on that episode and at least have a few scenes.
I mean, well, they sort of like mislead you anyway because they basically said that she's playing a character who's breaking up a wedding, and that's actually not even what happened.
She didn't
like,
really break up the wedding; she
Yeah,
just reacted.
She just happened to be there.
Right?
Yeah, she happened to be there and was all like, "I love you too. Let's go away. Get married in Vegas."
Right.
Oh my gosh.
The wedding was
This is-
already broken up. That's why I was just like, she didn't break up the wedding. This was a huge letdown.
And she didn't sing "Speak Now."
Exactly.
But here's the thing: Taylor and I have something in common. We're both like unofficially Yoko Onos. Things happen, and we just happen to be there. Like, Kelly, did you watch the episode?
I did. I actually drove home from college that night and got in the house just as it was starting, and I was super pumped. I'm like, yes, I'm on time, and then, I have to wait 17 minutes to actually see her. So, I could have not been speeding on the way home, but, whatever. I do watch the show. I just usually watch it I'll watch it on DVD at the end of the year, so I can watch it all consecutively. So I kind of was watching specifically for Taylor. But, I mean, you had to kind of expect it was going to be short because all the commercials that they were promoting the episode, she was it was like a half a second that they would show her. So it's like, if she was really in the episode, they probably would have showed a little bit more of like what she was doing, trying to draw people in more. But I mean, I was happy to see her on my TV. I mean, I get excited when they show the Billboards commercial and there's her face for like 2 seconds, but obviously I wish, she's a very comedic person, so I wanted to see more of that. I mean, I think she has more potential than just saying, a couple lines, but they were good lines. They were Emmy worthy, in my opinion. I mean, definitely, worthy of expanding her role in the future.
I agree.
Right after the episode aired, my friend Jill tweeted, "No one makes fun of Taylor Swift like Taylor Swift." I thought that was just really funny. I mean, she did her scene was short, but it was extremely comedic, and I mean, I kind of see what my friend was talking about, because, it's like, I write about you in my journal when I'm lonely. Just like,
oh my god.
Write about you in my journal.
I think she has so much comedic potential.
I paint you on my easel. I think she's just got a great sense of humor about her own personality, which I think is, like, fantastic.
She really does. That's one of my favorite things about her. She's just freaking hilarious about herself. Like, she has a great sense of, oh, maybe I'm the problem.
I think my favorite part, and I know this isn't even, like, that funny, but for some reason it is to me, is when all of a sudden she just rises from behind somebody.
Yeah. She's so tall. Anyways, she had to be scrunching down.
Oh, yeah, clearly. And then she was like, oh, shitty! All of a sudden you just see Taylor popping up behind somebody.
I kind of expected her to walk in, but then, because I kept looking in the crowd and I really thought that if she was there, she would stick out so much.
Yeah, because she's so tall. But I guess that was deliberate, the way that they did it.
Well, I hope that at the very least, maybe this opens the door for her to get more comedy role offers, because I think she'd be great in any comedy thing.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
I would watch anything that she's in just because she's in it, because she makes me laugh so much. Although, the one thing that I was hoping would happen that didn't, which makes me a little bit sad, is I wanted to see her awkward dance moves again, like in Valentine's Day.
Oh my goodness, I would have died a slow death.
I wanted to see her actually interacting with Zooey Deschanel since they're friends. I thought they would have been so funny together.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to see some outtakes.
I really want to see some outtakes.
Maybe that'll be on the DVD of the season when it comes out.
Very true.
So we have something to ask all of you guys, all of you listeners out there. What did you think of the new girl and how did you react? And the reason we're asking this question is because we want to know your reactions. We want to see your reactions. So what we want you guys to do is, have you guys ever seen those reaction videos like teens react, kids react, old people react?
On YouTube?
Yes.
Yes.
So what we want to do is create a Swifties react. So what you guys can do is like send us a short video clip of you reacting to the scene or telling us your opinion on it or laughing or, be creative, react quote unquote in any way that you want and send us your video clip to swiftcast13@gmail.com so that we can make a quote unquote compilation video, of Swifties react to Taylor and the New Girl. And, we want those video clips in, ideally by May 28th so we can get it up by the end of the month. That would be really, really cool. Yeah, so definitely send us, your clips, and we will make an awesome compilation video out of it, and it'll be really, really funny. Probably not as funny as Taylor's actual role, but, we'll work on it. Try to do that. So, I believe that we have some more awesome news.
Our next Taylor news is about Taylor's new single, Everything Has Changed. It's to be released sometime in June. Taylor and Ed will not personally star in the video, so we have a huge surprise in store for us. What do you guys think we'll do? What do you guys think they will do? Do you guys, the fans, have any guesses? The single cover has been released. It's very pretty and simplistic. It's just Taylor and not Ed.
I didn't know what to expect on the cover. I think it's pretty.
I liked it.
Simplistic.
I wanted Taylor and Ed to be on the cover, and I wanted Taylor and Ed to be in the video.
I know,
right.
that is the one, I was really, I felt like it was just this big tease, because first they announced everything has changed to be the single, and I was so excited. And I'm like, Taylor and Ed, swear it, yes! And then they're like, oh, there's not gonna be a video at all. And I was like, no Taylor and Ed. And then there is gonna be a video. And then I was all, yes, happy again. And then they were like, but they're not gonna be in the video. And then I was like,
for some reason, I have this idea that it could be a cute video where they like sit on their stools and just play.
almost like a live version or something.
Yeah.
Sort of. Like that style.
But that would be them being in the video.
Right.
Well, yeah, but that's what I meant. Like, that's what I thought of when I
if
heard
they're
that
gonna
they were
have
going to do
lookalikes?
one.
That would be really hilarious.
If what?
Lookalikes?
Oh.
If they would have lookalikes.
Nobody can do them justice, though.
Yeah. I feel like they're gonna do some kind of abstract or animation or something like that.
Oh.
I see cats.
Two
2 cats. Male and female cats. I see it now.
Dressed up as Taylor and Ed.
Oh my god,
Pretty
I
much,
can't.
yeah.
A
I
blonde wig and a
can't.
red wig.
Maybe the cats would be bouncing on a trampoline.
Oh my gosh. That would be hilarious.
Does anybody know if Ed has actually released any of the tour diary things he's been making?
Yeah. I think he did release at least one of them. I swear I saw one like last week.
I haven't been keeping up with it, but I know that he was working on that, and I just really want to see, like, on the road footage of them together, because they're so funny together.
They are. I love how he talks about her, too.
He defends her so much. It's so nice.
He defends her, and I love it when people ask, like, if he, like, you know, about, like, him and her, and he just starts laughing. He's like, I could never get her. Like, why not? You're adorable.
I really feel like he defends her not only just because they're touring together, but I feel like they really are very close friends, and he really respects her as a person, which makes me really happy.
And as an artist. I mean, I think, like, another thing that made me happy is when he was talking about, you know, the fact that they actually wrote 3 songs together when they wrote Everything Has Changed, and he has the other 2, quote-unquote, chilling on his phone. And, like, I want to hear them!
Oh my god, I know that bothers me so much.
Yeah, but I think he really does. I really do appreciate how he stands up for her, and I'm sure she really appreciates it too. So I'm sitting here drinking a soda while we're recording, which I probably shouldn't be doing, but can anyone guess what I'm drinking?
I have no idea what it could be.
Is
Not
it a
Pepsi.
diet something?
It might be a diet something, possibly, maybe.
I almost bought Diet Coke yesterday. Could it be Diet Coke?
Oh my gosh, you're like a genius. You know what I'm drinking. You're clairvoyant. Awesome. There's been like a day of really, really great, intelligent, psychic people on the show. Awesome.
Well, we all know that how much Taylor loves Diet Coke and that they're sponsoring the tour. And they're also doing a couple of really cool fan contests right now. We mentioned earlier they have a scavenger hunt where for certain cities of the Red Tour, they're posting clues on their Twitter page to where you can try and find a pair of tickets or a pair of pit passes in your city. So it seems like they're not doing this for every city. They're only doing it occasionally, but follow along on their Twitter at Diet Coke and see if they're doing it when the Red Tour comes to your city. And if you're 18 or over, you can participate, and that would be a great way to get tickets. And then the other contest that they're doing is, as we mentioned last week, the Diet Coke Young Designer Challenge. So you can go to their Facebook page and there's a link to all the information, but they want Taylor's fans to submit their own design for the next Diet Coke t-shirt. And the deadline to submit is May 31st, and then there's a couple rounds of judging and voting that happen. And ultimately, the grand prize winner gets $10,000 and will have their shirts sold at Target, and they also get to meet Taylor at the last Red show in Nashville. So, if you have any art skills and would love to meet Taylor, as I'm sure we all would, you should definitely enter by May 31st.
I so want to do this for 2 reasons. Maybe 3. 1, meet Taylor Swift.
Really? You want to meet
2,
her?
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. It's a crazy thing I have. I really want my shirt in Target so I can work every day going, that's my shirt. You better go buy it. That's my shirt. You better go buy it. Be like, dude, I made this shirt.
Do it. You're actually good at that stuff. I was going to submit, and then I couldn't think of anything like really clever or creative, and I'm like, oh, what happened to my creative skills? They died. I'm sad. I'm gonna go cry now.
And you also win $10,000, so you could probably actually take a vacation from work, Haley.
Totally
I probably
true.
could. I could probably pay off all my debt. That's probably what I would first do. And then
And you'd get to go to
still have a lot.
Nashville.
and then I get to go to Nashville with you guys.
Oh, what are you gonna do with $10,000? I'm gonna pay off my debt. Like, that's good. But I'm just like, quit being an adult.
You got to when you have a kid.
That's true.
I mean, I really want to enter this. Like, I'm big with making Taylor memes, and I would love to see a meme on a shirt that I made. I mean, that would be fabulous.
That'd be hilarious.
If you made some sort of Diet Coke meme, that would be probably really creative.
I did make one, and it was something about, like, Pepsi, or I don't even remember what it was, but I really got to focus in and think about what I could do, because, I mean...
I have an idea for you.
What?
Wait till she plays in Denver at the Pepsi Center, and then get like a
Yes.
picture of like her at the Pepsi Center.
Yes, that would be great. I really got to
I will help you with that, Kelly, because I have 14 days until I'm there.
That would be great. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
you guys
am
can
all
collaborate
about
and split the
memes.
prize. Do it.
Oh.
I'm evil. So, as we briefly mentioned above, Taylor is going to be performing at the CMT Awards, but she also has a few nominations. Woohoo!
Yay!
Whoa.
Yes, Taylor is nominated for Video of the Year for We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. She's also nominated for Female Video of the Year for Begin Again. And she's also performing, but we don't know what song. So a reminder, the CMTs will air on June 5th. So I hope everyone will be tuning in. I don't know why you wouldn't, but we don't know what she'll be performing. Any ideas, anyone?
All I know is that me and Ashley are probably going to be obnoxiously screaming our heads off.
Oh, we will. I'm sure you'll see us on TV, I hope.
Yeah. You'll see us going crazy.
I don't know what she could perform because
No, she doesn't do the. I mean, I hope she does something different because she's doing that at the billboards. Because she's. I mean, I would like it if she performed either "We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together" or "Begin Again," preferably "Begin Again," because she's nominated for something for it.
That would be cool, and I would be happy if she did that. The other thing that I was just thinking about is that, so the CMTs is country music television, so obviously it's a country-focused award show, but they definitely are open to pop-type things, too. And every year, for at least the past couple of years, there's been some sort of mashup with a country artist and a pop artist. And last year, it was Lady Antebellum and Hot Shell Ray doing a mashup. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
That was so cool. I was there for that. So what if Taylor does a mashup with somebody?
That would be awesome. I wonder who she would do it with, though.
I might die.
Oh, God, what if the Lumineers came?
Oh.
And she did Ho Hey.
Don't even get me started.
Oh,
I would
my gosh.
cry.
I would be a crumpled up piece of paper for the rest of the week. And I wouldn't make it the rest of CMA Pass.
Me too. Oh my gosh, I would absolutely freak out if she did Ho Hey with them.
So I'm just saying, I think the show lends itself to a lot of creativity, so she could really do anything.
Yeah, a new version of Stay, Stay, Stay and Ho Hey. I'm definitely voting for that. That's mine.
that would be cool.
I'm so excited.
I would actually cry.
And also, it's a fan voted show, so please go to cmt.com and vote so that my dream of seeing her win an award in person can come true. I would appreciate it. And Taylor would also appreciate it.
And Taylor would also maybe appreciate it too. Maybe.
But mostly just for me.
About 50%.
So speaking of awards, there's also something else Taylor's nominated for. She's nominated for Favorite International Artist / Group, obviously in her case artist, for the Much Music Awards. And that's going to air on June 16th.
That's a Canadian award show, right?
Yes.
Canadian.
Yay, Canada!
Yay!
Yay!
It's more of a
Yay,
Hey!
Joey!
Hey!
Well, there's something interesting and that's new. Taylor is gonna be starring in a new video series. Taylor Swift will be talking about personal style, fashion inspiration, and beauty looks with fashion stylist Zaina Roberts Rossi in a new video series exclusively for kids. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually, have you guys seen the video yet?
I have not.
No.
Not yet.
So you haven't? Okay. You guys should definitely go watch it when we're done recording, because it's really funny. Taylor was talking about, the patterns that, on the kids and stuff, and how she got inspired for them, and then she started talking about her own fashion choices, and she's like, when I was a teenager, I became completely obsessed with this, sundress and cowboy boots look, and so I wore that for 2 years. And then I got really into the flowery headband thing, and I dressed like a fairy for 2 years. Her words exactly.
It's bad because now I'm into the headbands.
I love her headbands.
I love the
Gorgeous.
headbands.
And then she's like, and now I'm into this whole vintage thing, and so I'm dressing like that, and she was talking about how her different phases and looks sort of inspired her kids line, and picking the patterns and everything, and what kind of went into that, and I thought that was interesting, and I like the fact that she kind of admits she becomes obsessed with one fashion look and just completely goes all out with it when she's in that mode.
And then she talked about how she loves season changes.
Yes.
And she got super excited about spring, and she just the hand motions were full force. It was wonderful.
I love when she's I dress like an Easter egg during spring.
Yes.
That's
Saying
awesome.
that she's obsessed with pastels and everything.
And I feel if you sort of look back on the Fearless tour, the Speak Now tour, and the Red tour, you can clearly see each of those style phases on each tour.
Oh,
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, they're very distinctive, her style phases.
It seems like her seasons are her eras. Her, the Taylor Swift, self-titled, she was the cowboy boots, and then as soon as that era ended and went into, the Fearless, Speak Now kind of things, it changes every time.
Yeah.
It's just that's her seasons of
and then,
style.
Of course, her change in hair.
Oh yeah, that was a big one.
It seems like hats are her new headbands now.
It's kind of bad because I'm starting to copy her style, and it's very expensive.
She does wear cute clothes.
I have 2 dresses that she has, and one was so expensive.
I was really excited when I found the red polka dot shirt that she wears in the Never Ever video. Well, I found it from Forever 21. I don't know if hers was from there, but I think it actually was.
I want Taylor Nation to bring the squirrel pajamas back.
Me too.
Me too.
They won't.
I found similar fabric, but it's slightly it's off, but it's the same pattern, but the color is off.
Oh, fine.
It makes me sad because it's the same exact squirrel pattern.
I wanted to wear those to the tour, but I wanted to wear them in the earlier months when it was still cold out. Now it's too hot to wear them. But I loved all of her styles. I mean, she's gorgeous no matter what.
Agreed. She's always looked very gorgeous no matter what her style has been.
Agreed.
So, speaking of styles, everyone has a different style of swimming. Backstroke, side stroke.
Oh, snap.
Whatever your style is, Emily, tell us how not to swim.
Well, definitely do not swim to Taylor's house. A fan was arrested for allegedly swimming to Taylor's house. She has a new house in Rhode Island, and there was a fan arrested for allegedly swimming to Taylor's property in Rhode Island in hopes of meeting the singer.
He didn't just swim. He swam 2 miles.
Yeah, he didn't just swim. He swam 2 miles in the freezing cold New England water in May.
Just to get to that stretch of beach.
That's crazy.
Just a reminder to all fans, everyone wants to meet Taylor, but her safety has to be protected. Please do not try any crazy stunts in order to try and get your opportunity.
You have to understand, I mean, of course everybody wants to meet Taylor, but I don't think she's gonna meet you if you, show up at her house and step out of the the water dripping and freezing cold, and you're like, Taylor, I made it! Like, you're gonna scare the crap out of anybody doing that. Like, that's not okay.
No.
Darn, so that's why she had me arrested.
And
oh my gosh.
speaking of fans doing crazy stunts, as you know, I was at the Louisville, Kentucky show back on May 7th, and I forgot to talk about this last week, but at the very end of the show, during the last song, We're Never Ever Getting Back Together, a fan who was in the pit somehow hoisted themselves up to the stage and ran all the way to the back of the stage where Taylor was.
I think that takes so much guts to do that. What?
I don't know how they
Please
got
don't
that
do it.
far. Because she was not at the front of the stage. She was at the very back of the stage and then at the top of a staircase. And they literally ran up like 10 stairs. And then one of the backup dancers ran after them and sort of like dragged them off the stage.
Was it one of the male ones?
No, it was one of the girls.
Oh.
But Taylor looked so confused.
I mean,
Yeah,
just the
that was,
physical fitness to do that. That is impressive.
I'm just surprised that,
That
like,
would be me, you guys. Let's face it.
there's a gap
You probably
between
would.
the pit and the stage, so just the fact that they successfully got onto the stage and got that far without security catching them, yeah.
But do not try this at home.
No, don't.
Or at a Taylor concert.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they've probably increased security since then.
Yeah, we are not advocating or encouraging this in any way.
Taylor just looked kind of frightened, like she was trying to still go on with the show, and I
She
think
didn't
this
quite
person
know what was going on or what to do.
No, and I think this person waited till the end purposely so that it wouldn't matter if they got kicked out, but that's still not okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you scaring Taylor is not a good way to meet her.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
I mean, as Taylor herself has said, she has bodyguards because there are actual people that want to chain her in their basement. It's like, it's funny, but at the same time, it's like frighteningly true.
So moving on, today is Sunday, May 19th, and as we've mentioned a few times, the Billboard Awards are airing tonight.
Yay!
Woo!
Exciting.
And Taylor is going to perform 22, it's been confirmed, and her performance is scheduled to be the last performance of the show, which I'm glad that they told us instead of just teasing us throughout the whole show as they usually do. So at least we know it's going to be at the end, because usually they say she's coming up, and then she's never on until 2 hours later.
Yeah.
But
I might be able to get it home in time.
and they said that her performance is basically going to take over the entire room, which makes me think that it's going to be similar to the 22 performance on the Red Tour, where her dancers are sort of dancing around the whole arena. So
That makes sense.
I think it's going to be similar.
That sounds kind of awesome. I wonder if they'll do something like they did for the, what was it last year? The, iHeartRadio, where they had a bunch of fans be a part of one of her performances.
That would be really cool.
Remember
We'll
when
see.
they did that for You Belong With Me at the VMAs?
Yeah, and then they did it,
I was going to be in that actually, but I couldn't go.
I was at the iHeartRadio, but not actually a part of her performance. That was really cool. I know a few people that were, though. That was a really fun performance. People just got up on stage and just started dancing.
I know that they said that Selena Gomez is going to be introducing Taylor's performance, so what if she joins in?
That'd be cool.
That would be awesome. Also, Taylor does have 11 nominations and the milestone.
Yes, so hopefully it should be a very good night for her.
You can still be voting right now. So.
Right now, as in this very second, literally.
And Grant says that if you vote for Taylor, he will tweet a photo of himself eating chocolate cake.
That takes
Didn't
a lot
he
for
also
Grant.
say
That's
that
a
he was
shocker.
going to give everybody a badger?
Yes,
He did. I mean, I'll get pet badgers. I've already named mine.
That Grant. Anyway, so we're really excited to see the whole award show, and we're actually going to be recording a mini episode separately after the awards have aired, which will be posted early this week, recapping it and talking about everything having to do with Taylor and the show in general. So stay tuned for that. It'll be shorter than our regular episode, but it should be really cool.
Yay.
Woo!
So you know what it feels like a perfect afternoon for?
What?
Mini segments.
Mini segments.
Kaylee, why don't you start us off?
Oh, all right.
Our first mini segment.
Yes, here we have some Swiftie problems. The first one comes from a guy, Swiftie. He says, singing along to He Didn't Like It When I Wore High Heels. Hashtag guy Swiftie problems. What's wrong with that? I don't see a problem.
I don't see a problem. I like that, though, you know?
There's not a problem with a guy wearing high heels.
The next one comes from Forever Enchanted 13 _ on Taylor Connect. Missing out on pre-sale tickets, major Swiftie problems. And they have sort of a double hitter. Also Forever Enchanted 13 _ on Taylor Connect. It feels like a perfect night to cry into your pillow because you missed out on pre-sale tickets. And then in parentheses, you see a pattern here.
I thought that was really
Apparently
cute.
you missed pre-sale tickets.
That's sad.
I would cry too.
I assume that's an Australian Swiftie.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah. There should be a lot of things you can get in on. Our next one comes from Martha French via our Swiftcast13.com. Your phone goes off in English and Spark Flies begins to play. Even though you know you'll get your phone confiscated, you can't help but sing along. Swiftie problems.
Do it! Be a rebel! Singing class! Oops, I shouldn't be encouraging that.
Don't encourage the children.
Bad me. Sorry.
Just like you don't
Belle was always
feed,
the
don't
troublemaker
feed your
in high
gremlin
school.
after midnight.
And don't get water on it.
Our next one is from Sparkle and Swift on Twitter, and they said, my Swiftie problem is whether to wear red Keds or red tour Keds. That is a problem.
That is.
Where did they get the red torque heads from? I can't find them anywhere.
I think they're at the concert, like sold at the Kids booth.
No, what it is when you go to the Keds booth, they have a little card that has the special link that you need to go to get them. For some reason, you can't just get them on Taylor or Keds' regular website, but there is like a special URL that you can get when you're at the show.
Okay.
Good
I've
to
gone
know.
to 5 shows and I have yet to remember to get this.
Well, when I go, I will remember.
Yes, let me know, because I really want them.
Definite note to self.
All right, the next one is from Chris Sizzle on Twitter. Says, it feels like a perfect night to study for finals or have a Taylor dance party instead.
Door number two. I mean, be responsible for number one.
I can't tell you how
Dance
many
party.
times option 2 was the situation in my room during finals.
Oh my goodness. During finals, that's all I did. Have a dance party.
Or cry into my pillow, as Forever Enchanted 13 said.
Depending on how behind you are for finals.
So we want to thank everybody who submitted mini segments and remind you all that you can submit them either through our contact form at our website, swiftcast13.com. You can email us at swiftcast13@gmail.com. You can tweet us at swiftcast13. You can comment our Facebook at swiftcast13. Or you can Taylor Connect us at swiftcast13. So basically, swiftcast13 and you're good to go.
Swiftcast 13!
Oh, mention our Tumblr.
Oh, yes, and we just started a brand new Tumblr too, which is also Swiftcast13. So follow us for like updates and reblogs and fun Taylor stuff. So we have a submission for a Taylor quote to discuss today. The quote is, "People haven't always been there for me, but music has," and that was submitted by Beth Stalker via email.
This is one of my most favorite quotes of hers.
I agree.
I just think it's very like telling because it reminds everybody that she was not always in the position that she's in now, and I think that's something that's really important for people to like know and identify with and remember, because I think we've all been through awkward teenage years, and it's like people were being mean to you, you were getting bullied, stuff was going wrong, whatever the case might have been. But I think like people that write music that you can relate to, incredible affirmation about your own emotions sometimes. Like, I know that about me when I'm in the past, like there are certain artists and albums that really just confirmed my own feelings. Like I wasn't crazy for being the one that felt them and thought them, and I think it's like, to me, it's just really comforting to know that, Will Taylor's music puts me in that mood where it's like, oh, good, I'm not the only one who's like felt that way. Other people have done that for her, and that's why she does that for us.
And I love how she in her point of view, you know, music's always been there for her as her outlet to, you know, create something amazing. But a lot of people who aren't musically talented in writing, they can get that from any sort of music. If they have a bad day, they know which song that they can go to that makes them feel better. And it's just music is very healing.
Yeah, definitely agree.
It can heal you just as well as talking to someone, which is really nice.
I mean, it's almost the same thing. It's like, I mean, yeah, you're not talking to the person that's singing, but at the same time, they're telling you what you need to hear.
And it's constant. I mean, you can always go back and you can listen to a song from 10 years ago, 50 years ago, whatever. It's never going to change. So it's like no matter how many things are changing around you, you can always count on music, you know, to be there for you.
I think that's an important thing for everybody to remember, especially when, you know, you're going through something and you might be tempted to make some choices that might not be so good to make. You know, I mean, it's important to have an outlet, and I think music is an outlet that anybody can appreciate and utilize.
You guys stole all of my points.
Sorry.
I don't have anything else to say.
Ditto!
But I do love that quote, and Taylor's music specifically has always been there for me, and that's one of the many reasons why I love her so much.
Same here.
Same.
Some of her songs just really hit home for me.
Same.
That's kind of how I feel about going to several Taylor concerts. I mean, the show changes somewhat, but whether it's the same tour, the same, you know, show, or a different tour, every time you go to see Taylor, you know that it's going to give you that same feeling of just happiness and calmness, and it's always going to be so worth going to.
Exactly. I had a friend actually mention that to me last week because he's going to the same concert that I am. And he's all like, does the show ever change? Is it like different every night? And I was like, no, I'm like, there's one song that she changes, and depending on like how she's feeling or what she sees, she'll play that song. But it's pretty much the same. She's like, he's like, well, isn't that going to be boring for you since you've seen it already? And I'm like, no.
No.
I'm like, no, it's the feeling that you get when you're there is what makes you want to be there. Like being in a room with her basically is just as good as listening to the music, and no matter how many times you've seen it, you're going to have a different feeling. You're going to have something that's going to make that show special.
Exactly.
Like, it just depends on where your seat is, that what makes your show special too, I think. Like, I've sat in all different places, and they've all made my show very special.
I agree with that too, because I also really love the band, and when I sat more on the side stage at one of my shows, I got to like see a lot of what they were doing on stage that I didn't really see when I was sitting in a different part of the arena.
Right.
Very, very true. People have asked me that too. I mean, I've been to so many Taylor shows in general. I've been to 5 of the Red shows so far, but altogether, I don't even have a count. Like, I've been going since the beginning of 2008 to see her, so I've been going to so many shows. People are like, doesn't it ever get boring just seeing the same artist over and over again? And I'm like, no, not at all. And like you guys said, it's not just Taylor, it's the band, it's the whole production that she puts on, and no matter where you're sitting, you're going to be focusing on something different. Like, the first time that I see any of her tours, I'm strictly just completely watching her. But then the more times I see the tour, I notice all these. It's like watching a movie over and over again if it's really good. And every time you watch it, you notice something that you didn't notice before.
That's really why I was excited that she put out the Speak Now DVD, because I only got to watch it once last time. And so when I got to watch it again on my TV, I saw a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't see before. And you can always go back and relive what you were feeling that time you were there.
True. I love that DVD.
I need to see it.
I hope she does it. I'd hope she does it for Red.
Oh, she definitely will. There's no way she won't.
It'll be amazing.
I don't even want to think about that, though, because that means the tour will be over then.
Well, it's not over yet.
It's not over for a while.
We still got a long time.
But it's
Thank
flying
goodness.
by, though. Can you believe it's been over 2 months since we went to Omaha?
That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe that. It doesn't seem like it at all.
So, anyway, also speaking of the tour, that provides a good transition into some of our fan projects. And our first one that I've mentioned previously is my Dreaming in Red ticket giveaway contest, which basically the point of this was to try and send as many fans as possible to the tour who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford it or wouldn't be able to go. So I've been collecting letters from fans who weren't able to get tickets, and I've also had a couple of donors helping me. We've been able to send 5 people to the Red show of their choice. And obviously it's not cheap to do so. So I was lucky that I had a couple of donors helping me. And now the tour is still going on. I'm not sure how many more tickets I'm going to be able to provide or if any other donors are going to help in the future. But what I am doing is I'm still collecting letters, and you can send them to dreaminginred13@gmail.com telling me about why you couldn't get Red Tour tickets and what it would mean to you to see Taylor in concert and why. And I'm compiling all of these into a scrapbook with people's names and email addresses. And each show that I've gone to, I've brought sort of a revised edition of this book because I keep adding to it. And I'm desperately trying to get it to Taylor so she can see all these letters from people who aren't able to come to the tour talking about how much it would mean to them to be able to see her. So I've given this book to a few different people on her team, but I have no idea if it's actually made it to Taylor or not. So I've just been bringing a new revised edition every single time and giving it to someone else. So send me your letters and I'm going to keep trying.
That is awesome that you do that.
And one of the shows, my friend handed it to Andrea, which I really thought was the best bet of it actually getting to Taylor, but obviously I'll never know if it did, unfortunately.
Our next fan project is actually ours. It's the Swiftie Yearbook and our fan awards. We want you, the fans, to send us your best Red Tour pictures to swiftcast13@gmail.com. We'll have official announcements on the awards and more details on the yearbook at the end of the month. We basically want to make a yearbook out of our favorite Red Tour pictures of costumes, signs, pictures of Taylor, pictures of you guys, etc., etc. And we're going to combine it into one big yearbook that we're going to have for sale, maybe on Cafe Press, via our website or something like that. Once we have more information, you can send those in via our website. Sorry, I'm literally dead.
We're almost done.
The next fan project is a map project in which a fan is going to make a huge map of locations of Swifties worldwide. If you want to participate, you can tweet or DM her at I_love_T_Swift. You can also email her at musicprincess4541@gmail.com. You need to send her your country and the city that you live in, and she'll officially create that map when she has 750 submissions.
50s around the world.
That is pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I think Taylor would love that.
I agree. I think that's a cool project. This one is one of my favorites. Somebody is creating what they call the Happy Birthday Taylor Project. So, here's what's going on with that. Taylor's show in Melbourne is on December 14th, which is the day right after her birthday. So she gets to spend her birthday in Australia. That's awesome. I'm sure she's incredibly excited about that. Anyways, what some of the Swifties want to do is basically organize this huge thing where at the stadium, the crowd sings Happy Birthday to Taylor. I think that's adorable.
My friend Bianca from Australia is one of the girls doing this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool. I guess the stadium that, like the Twitter for the stadium is following them already, so if it's possible they might know about it already, which is incredibly cool, but I mean, it's an entire stadium worth of people, so they really need to get the word out because a lot of people are gonna have to know about it for it to happen. I guess, but that would be really, really cool for Taylor, and I think that this is something you guys should definitely do. So, how they're doing this is basically, they have like a team of, people that are like basically in charge of promoting this. They've got a Twitter, a Facebook, a YouTube, their Taylor Connect, and they're just asking fans to help out by like, each group of fans sort of like taking charge of advertising through one particular social networking site. Like, there's a handful of fans that are in charge of advertising this through Twitter, and a group of fans in charge of, using Facebook to advertise it and things like that. So they're just trying to get, as many people involved as humanly possible in order to get enough people to hear about it in order enough for it to make it happen. So if you want to volunteer to help, you can sign on to, help out with one of those social networking sites. We'll have all this information up on our website. So you can go to our website, check it out, and go from there. If you want to help out, I think that if you live in Australia, you should definitely sign on for that. That's really cool.
Awesome.
And just a reminder, we are doing that Swifties React project. So we're doing scenes from the New Girl episode. So send us your video clips, anything that you really want to send us.
Like your reactions, you can just
reactions, opinions. Basically find the clip again, watch it, and just, video yourself reacting to it. It would be fun. And send your clips to swiftcast13@gmail.com. And we will put that all together.
Here's a reminder, you can check out all of these projects as well as several others that we've mentioned on past episodes on our website, swiftcast13.com, under fan projects.
And before we go on to the Taylor Dictionary, I kind of wanted to do a shout out to a friend that I've made here in Colorado. She actually lives in my town. And she's doing a little bit of a kind of like a documentary kind of thing that she wants to meet Taylor. Her name's Rachel. She's 18, just graduated from high school. She's has cerebral palsy, which means she's been in a wheelchair all of her life. Her and her friend Gabby are going to the Denver show, and I'll probably meet up with them there. And they've been really wanting to meet Taylor. So I think that's pretty cool. So, hey, Rachel. Hope you really do get to meet Taylor.
Also, we wanted to remind you guys that we do the Fan of the Month every month. So if you should go check out our Fan of the Month for May on our website, just Swiftcast at swiftcast13.com under the Fan of the Month tab. It's a really cool band that kind of got together through the internet because they're Swifties, and they call themselves the Swiftastic Four. And they do these really cool covers and everything, so I think you guys should check them out. And if you want to apply to be the Fan of the Month for subsequent months, just email us at swiftcast13@gmail.com. Let us know, what you're doing for Taylor, or, basically why you want to be Fan of the Month and stuff like that. And if you've already emailed us before, and like last month, then you don't have to re-email us. We save every email we get for that submission. So on to another awesome segment that we have. We have our Taylor Dictionary.
Yay! That's my favorite.
And today's word, which I believe was submitted by Belle, thank you, Belle, is TCD, or Taylor Compulsive Disorder. Which basically this is whenever you've got a few minutes to kill, so you watch a Taylor music video on YouTube, but then you end up watching another and lose all track of time because you just can't stop. Or, in another example, if you're listening to a Taylor song in the car, and one song turns into another song, which turns into an album, which turns into the entire album, etc.
So it's basically Taylor OCD.
Yeah.
I have that with my Taylor projects. I have a few minutes to work on one thing, and then I ended up doing the whole thing.
Yeah, that happens. So that's our Taylor Dictionary word for the week. Yay! And if you guys have some Taylor words you want to submit, words that only a Swiftie would understand, basically, or phrases, email us or get in contact with us via any of our social networking sites. Swiftcast13, do it. Yeah, awesome.
It'd be very Swiftastic of you.
That would be very Swiftastic.
It would.
Good job using one of our words in a sentence. So on to our last segment for this episode, our giveaways.
Well, we just ran our Twitter giveaway for May. It was a 22-themed giveaway and included a pair of cat ears, like the ones that Taylor wore in the 22 video, and a pair of the heart-shaped sunglasses. So we'd like to congratulate our winner, Hey Loves Tay. And remember that we do a Twitter giveaway every month during the week of the 13th. So congrats to Hey Loves Tay.
We just had an
Yay.
awesome idea for next month. It's going to be really cool, so you should be excited.
Yeah, it's gonna
and
be
it's all up to me
awesome.
to get the stuff, isn't it?
We got a ton of entries, and a lot of people very dedicated to entering this contest, and I wish that we could just, like, give these to everybody, but we're poor.
So stay tuned around the week of June 13th, which is when we will start running our next Twitter giveaway.
Yeah. So we appreciate everybody who, took the time to enter, and especially the ones who, did multiple entries every day. We know that, you guys are really hopeful to win this contest and everything. And we appreciate it, and we will do a contest every month, so if you didn't win this one, don't be discouraged. There's lots more to come. And like Ashley said, we have something really exciting for you guys for next month's giveaway, so stay tuned. Also a reminder, go ahead and like us on Facebook, because not only is that a great way to keep in touch with us, but we also do run Facebook contests. And if you have liked our Facebook, then you're considered already entered in those when we run them. The last one we ran was actually a homemade, awesome Taylor gift. Haley took basically a picture that she had taken in Omaha during the opening show of the Red Tour and made a necklace out of it. And that was given away for our first Facebook giveaway. So we have unique, one-of-a-kind prizes when we do those giveaways. So, we don't spam you guys or anything, but it is a good way to kind of keep in touch with what's going on with us on Facebook, and also a good way to, be eligible for those contests.
We have 139 likes on our page now.
We do, so thank you. You guys are awesome.
And just take a moment really quick and rate us on iTunes. Give us 5 stars. It's a really good way to get word out there about our podcast and get more Swifties to listen to it. And leave us a review. Let us know what you like about the show, if you have any suggestions about it. So the more ratings and reviews we get, it's easier for other fans to find us. And you want fans to find us, right? Yeah. If you love us, you want other people to love us.
Exactly.
So
spread the love.
Yeah. And we have iTunes contests as well. And if you leave us a review, and not just if you 5-star us, it doesn't leave any information. So just leave us a review saying that you love us or something, and you're automatically on there to win.
Anyways, we just wanted to say thank you guys for hanging with us for this episode, and hope you guys enjoyed our new host. Hopefully you had fun. Did you have fun?
I did. Thank you so much for letting me come on here. I really had fun. What better way to spend a Sunday other than sleeping?
Other than sleeping. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. There's sleeping and then there's talking about Taylor, which does run a close second.
My 2 favorite things.
Anyway, once again, thank you for hanging in there with us and listening. And reminder, it's not going to be a whole week before we put out another episode, because we're doing a very special edition episode about the billboards.
Yeah, so look for it soon.
Yeah, so keep a lookout for that soon.
Absolutely.
So you'll have this episode and our special edition billboard episode to look forward to this week. So yay!
Woohoo!
For episode 7, this has been Belle,
Ashley,
Emily,
Haley,
Kelly.
Alright, you guys stay awesome. Love, love, love.
Bye.
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 We are in no way directly affiliated with Taylor Swift.